Welcome back, YouTube, to another soccer/football prediction. It's your boy Freddy Da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you won't miss any of your future soccer predictions. All right. Today's prediction video will be for Friday, March 28th. I got 5 different games. One game is for Bundesliga. 2 games are from La Liga MX. One game is for French league, and then the last one will be for the Portugal league. So I'll talk about teams. I'll let you know if there's any injuries. I'll talk about the total, and then I'll give you my predictions. But first, we got to talk about it. Let's go. 100% of my bet. Let's go, baby. I'll take that dub all day. I put Barcelona to win, and I saw that there was the Barca girls playing for the UEFA Champions League too. And I didn't know that the Barca was playing today for the girls. I honestly didn't know. When I went to go to my bed, I saw them and I was like, wait, what? They're playing too? I'm like, why not? Put Barcelona girls and Barcelona guys to get that dub. And they did not disappoint. So all day Barca getting that W. It's a good day. I was going to do the over on, as far as the points, I was going to do the over 0.5 for on Osasuna, but I don't know. I was just like, I don't know, something inside was just like, you know what? If it's just one game and we're going for a dub here, and obviously the best bet here is basically just for Barca to win, then why am I putting a bet there? So I just went straight with the win. I went with what I know, so I ended up getting 100%. So anyways, let's get straight into it. First on the list is Bayern Leverkusen versus VfL Bochum. The total sitting at 3, and as far as team total sitting at 2.5 for Leverkusen, and for Bochum sitting at 0.5. Injuries: Leverkusen have 6 injured players. Bochum have 1 player with a red card and 1 questionable. So the most recent game between these two teams, it was a draw, 1-1. Prior to that, Bochum ended up winning once out of the other 4. So basically, in these last 5 head-to-head between these two teams, Bochum has only been able to beat Leverkusen once. Bochum is sitting 3rd of the bottom table. Leverkusen is sitting 2nd in the table. So I'm going to say Bayern Leverkusen to win this one. They are at home. They are the favorite. I don't know how I feel about this one just because they do have those 6 injured players. So, I mean, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one for them. Only because the last 5 games from Leverkusen, they got 2 wins and 3 L's. So I guess one thing that you can not like for, like, it's not a for sure there won't be a draw between these two just because the most recent was a draw, but that was the only time these two have ever drawn. So, or not ever, but like in the last 5 that they took in that draw. So I know it won't be a draw this time. I don't know. Bochum in the last 5 games, they're sitting with 2 draws, or no, my bad. 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 L's. I don't know. I really want to say Bayern Leverkusen, and I'm probably gonna pick Bayern Leverkusen to win this one. I just don't know how I feel about it happening 100%. The total sitting at 3, like I mentioned, and between these two teams, the last 5 head-to-head, it has gone over twice. So I think probably that's the best bet for the total to go under, because I don't know. I feel like a lot of these players are coming back from the Nations League, and I don't know how many of them are not playing, like especially the good ones. So I guess we have to wait to see the lineup at the end, see who plays and stuff like that. But I'm gonna have to say total. I think that's just the best bet here. Would probably be the total points under 3. Let's see if we can figure out another one. Let's see. Bochum is sitting at point 0.5. The last 5 games from Bochum, they've they've covered this 4 out of 5. Now between these two teams, they've covered this 3. No, I apologize. They've covered this 2 out of 5. So yeah, for them to score a goal is highly unlikely, but it's just not. It'll be. I don't know. I can't tell you that it's gonna happen, and then it's not gonna happen because it could easily happen. A point 0.5 can easily happen, but I like I said, I think just the best bet here would probably be total points under. And as far as a win, I'm gonna have to say with Bayern Leverkusen. It seems like the odds are on their favor way much more than Bochum. Plus, they are at home; they got that advantage. So, all right, on to the next one. I have the Liga MX, Necaxa versus Querétaro. Injuries, Querétaro have nothing. And as far as injuries for Necaxa, they got one player, one injured player, and one player with a red card. I'm going to say Necaxa to win this one. At least that's what I thought from the beginning. And I'll probably still put them to win, but I don't know if I feel comfortable making this final play. Only because the last 5 games between these two teams, Necaxa has not been able to beat Querétaro, which is weird. I know this year they are the better team for sure. They have 0 draws, 7 wins, and 5 L's. Querétaro with 7 L's, 1 draw, and 4 wins. So it seems like Necaxa is the better team here. At least this year they started off strong. This year, the 5 most recent games, they got 3 wins and 2 L's. Querétaro, on the other hand, are basically the opposite of that. They got 2 wins and 3 L's. Most recent game between both of these two teams, they both got a win, but Necaxa ended up scoring 2 more. They ended up scoring 2. Querétaro only 1. Um, I want to say a draw. I really want to say a draw, but the most recent game between these two teams, it was last year, right? And this year they're coming in strong. I know for sure, or not for sure, but I know that it probably won't be a draw only because Necaxa hasn't drawn this year. But I don't know. I mean, it's just this could easily go. It could be a draw, and only because the 5 most recent games between these two teams, they have drawn 4 out of 5 times. I guess I should have started off with that one, right? They 4 draws between these two, or 4 times they've taken that draw. So, but like I said, this year Necaxa starting off way better than Necaxa, or Necaxa starting off way better than Querétaro. So, and Necaxa are at home, so they got that advantage. I'm gonna say Necaxa to win this one. Now, as far as that the total is sitting at 2.5, and it might move to 3. If it does move to 3, I'm gonna say under 3. If it's at 2.5, I probably won't touch it. But as far as Necaxa, they're sitting team total points. Necaxa sitting at 1.5. They haven't covered this in their 5 most recent games. Between these two teams, let me rephrase that. Between these two teams, they have not covered that 1.5 in the last 5 head to head. But the 5 most recent games from Necaxa, they have covered this 1.5. They've actually covered this 4 out of 5 times. See, that's what I'm saying. Like last year was a different story. This year, they're just insane for some reason. I don't know what it is, but they're just way better. So, I want to say over. Let's check out Querétaro. As far as them allowing their opponents to score, they've allowed. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 3 out of 5 times they've allowed their opponents. So their defense is not bad, but they're not that great. So they will allow a goal. But as far as 2, that's going to be tough. Yeah, I think the safest bet here would probably be under total points under 3. Yeah, because even Querétaro sitting at 0.5, but they haven't. Their five most recent, they've only covered this 2 out of 5 times. So yeah, you don't want to risk that. Um, although Necaxa have allowed a, a goal 4 out of 5 times, they have allowed at least a goal. So it could happen, right? But I don't want to risk that. I think just the best bet here would probably be under 3. If it moves to 3, I'm gonna do under. So yeah. All right. On to the next game. We have Mazatlan versus Atlas. Injuries. Both of the teams are sitting with one player with the red card. That's about it. Um, Mazatlan are at home, and them at home playing versus Atlas. The 2 most recent times, they actually won. But that the recent time was basically last year. So as far as this year at home, they've played twice and they've only won once. Then they draw the next one. So Atlas, on the other hand, it seems like they're a little bit better this year. They got 2 wins, 3 L's. Mazatlan 1 win, 2 L's, and 2 draws. So, um, yeah, this one's gonna be a tough one. I want to say Atlas because it seems like they're the better player or they're the better team. I apologize, but let's see. The last 5 head-to-head between these 2 teams, Mazatlan have won 3 times, and Atlas, wow, they've only won once. So, but what I do know is that Atlas this year around, they are playing a little bit better, even though they are both sitting basically in the same spot. They both have 3 wins, 4 draws, and 5 L's. Literally, both of them have that. In the table, Mazatlan are 1 level up higher than Atlas. So, um, this screams Mazatlan to win, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna go ahead and put a draw on this one. If I was to bet this one, I would say a draw. I think that seems like that's more of a possibility. The most recent game between these 2 teams was a draw, so yeah, I think that's probably the best. No, not the best bet, but the prediction is it is a higher rate. As far as Atlas sitting at 0.5, they've covered this 2 out of 5 times between these 2 teams going at it. Now, the 5 most recent games from Atlas, as far as them covering this 0.5, they've covered this the 3 most recent games. So, yeah. Mazatlan sitting at 1.5. Mazatlan have not been able to cover this 1.5 in their 5 most recent games. So, yeah, I think that's just the best bet. If it does move to 2.5, right now it's at 2, and it might move to 2.5 as far as total points. If it does end up moving to 2.5, I might do under. But I think the safest bet here would probably be Mazatlan under 1.5 because this year they have not been able to cover this 1.5. So I'm going to say Mazatlan under 1.5. And as far as a win, give me a tie here. All right. On to the next game. We have the French League 1. Strasbourg versus Lyon. I'm going to say Lyon on this one, to be honest with you. See, they are on fire this season. They have not taken an L or a draw in their 5 most recent games. Strasbourg, they have 4 wins and 1 draw, so they're not that bad themselves either. But Lyon are a little bit up higher on the table. The only thing is that Strasbourg are at home, so they do have that advantage. But at home, playing versus Lyon, they've only covered this once. They've played twice at home, and they've only been able to cover this once. So, yeah, and I guess that was the only time between these two teams, that was the only time they were able to win, or at least in the 5 most recent games, that was the only time they won. Leon ended up winning 3 out of 5. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Leon on this one. And as far as the total points, they're sitting at 3. The 5 most recent games between these two, as far as them covering this 3, they have covered this 4 out of 5 times. Whoa. 4 out of 5 times. It hasn't gone over. It has only gone over once, but it has hit that number 3 times. So, let's see. Leon, as far as Leon covering this 1.4, they're both sitting at 1.5 as far as a team. Leon have covered 3 out of 5 times. So, yeah, I think that's the safest bet. I think Leon over 1.5 is the best bet here, or total points under 3, but it's too risky. So, I think the best bet here would be Leon over 1.5. Their 5 most recent games, they've covered this 5 out of 5. There you go. Literally 5 out of 5, they've covered this 1.5. So, yeah. And Salzburg, they're also sitting at 1.5, but they haven't covered this. They've only covered this twice out of 5 games. So, there you go. Yeah, that's literally the best bet for this game. Leon team total points over 1.5. And as far as a win, I'm gonna say Leon, but I think just the best bet here is that the 1.5. Okay, on to the last game of the video, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Also, put it down in the comments. Let me know what you got. And win or lose, I'll give you guys a shout out. I'll pick a lucky comment and I'll give you guys a shout out. So here we go. On to the last game. Gil Vicente versus Benfica. Vicente with 0 injured players. Benfica 3 injured players and 2 questionable. Yes, Di Maria is still sitting as questionable for this game. He's been questionable for a minute. So I don't know if he is going to play or not. We'll probably have to wait to see the lineup. He should be able to play this one, but if he doesn't, then I'm probably going to have to say, I think still Benfica has a better team. So I think that maybe Benfica could still win this one. But I don't think there'll be that many points if it stays like this. So, the total's sitting at 2.5 and it might move to 3. As far as them covering this 2.5, it has gone over 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5 times it has gone over 2.5. Now, as far as sitting at 3, it has gone over only 3 times. So, I'm gonna have to say, let's see what's the best bet. It seems like Benfica over 1.5 is the best bet here because they've covered this 5 out of 5 between these two teams going at it. They've covered this 1.5. So yeah, I think that's the best bet here. And as far as the 5 most recent games from Benfica, them covering this 1.5, they've done this 2 out of 5 times. The most recent game, they did cover this 1.5. So, yeah, I think that's the best bet for this one. Let's see, Vicente, as far as them covering this 0.5, their 5 most recent games, they've covered this once. Oh my God, no way. They've only covered this once. That's bad. Okay, yeah, I think that's the safest bet here, guys. Benfica over 1.5. And as far as the win, give me Benfica to win here. So, yeah, okay. That's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. I hope the information I gave you was good enough for you guys to make the right decision. I hope you guys end up winning. But most of all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So, I'll catch you on the next video. Deuces.